Okay. Okay, everybody, in the beginning of our class, take my salam. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuhu. Hope you are all fine by the grace of Allah, and I am also fine by His mercy. You are all most welcome to our today's 45th Friday surprise live spoken English class with grammar. As usual, our class will be started by the recitation of the Holy Quran, and I will recite some verses from the Holy Quran in front of you now, inshallah. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. والتين والزيتون وطور سينين وهذا البلد الأمين. لقد خلقنا الإنسان في أحسن تقويم ثم رددناه أسفل سافلين ثم رددناه أسفل سافلين إلا الذين آمنوا وعملوا الصالحات فلهم أجر غير ممنون. فما يكذبك بعد بالدين أليس الله بأحكم الحاكمين. صدق الله العظيم. Everybody, thank you everyone, because you have come in time. That's why we are able to start our class in time. You have come in time. That's why we are able to start our class in time. So thank you again. Today's class is 45th Friday surprise live spoken English class with grammar. Come in. Sentence structure. Number 77. Without plus being plus object or adverb plus subject plus shall not, will not, cannot, may not, must not plus V1 plus extension. For example, without reading attentively, you will not pass in the examination. মনোযোগ দিয়ে না পড়ে তুমি পরীক্ষায় পাস করতে পারবে না। Like this sentence, you will try to make many sentences. Like this sentence, you will follow all time. Okay? Without reading attentively, you will not pass in the examination. মনোযোগ দিয়ে না পড়ে তুমি পরীক্ষায় পাশ করতে পারবে না। Like this sentence, you will try to make some sentences. Now, without working hard, for example, without working hard, we cannot prosper in our life. Without working hard, we cannot prosper in life. Without working hard, we cannot progress in our life. Without working hard, we cannot success. We cannot succeed. Success is a noun. Succeed is a verb. Without working hard, we cannot succeed in our life. Okay? So all the time you will practice by following this structure and sentence. Okay? Without reading attentively, মনোযোগ দিয়ে না পড়ে, you will not pass in the exam. তুমি পরীক্ষায় পাস করতে পারবে না। Okay? Or without working hard, we cannot succeed in our life. Okay? Number 78. Subject plus verb plus object plus to be plus adjective or noun phrase come in name. Very important structure for you to know, because without this kinds of structure we cannot speak spontaneously. So that is why we need to know these structures and even these examples. You should know more. Come in. You should know more. Come in. You should know more examples than structures. You can forget structures, but usually you will not forget sentence. So some sentence you should keep in mind, some sentence you will memorize, and following those sentences you will try to speak in English. In this way we are able to speak in English. Okay? So number 78, subject plus verb plus object plus to be plus adjective or noun phrase. Okay? For example, I know him to be honest. আমি তাকে সৎ বলে জানি. We have used here after to be an adjective. We have used an adjective before after to be. After to be we can use only adjective or only noun or noun phrase. Okay? We'll try to memorize, we'll try to keep in mind, inshallah. I know him to be honest. আমি তাকে সৎ বলে জানি. Next example, he thought me to be hasib. You know, hasib is a proper noun. Hasib is a proper noun. Okay. Here hasib is a noun and its structure is noun. He thought me to be hasib. সে আমাকে হাসিব ভাবলো. সে আমাকে ভাবলো আমি হাসিব. Actually I am not hasib, but he thought me to be hasib. সে আমাকে হাসিব মনে করলো. সে আমাকে হাসিব ভাবলো. Next example, I know him to be a poet. We can use noun phrase after to be. Here to be means bole, okay, or হিসেবে. For example, I know him to be a poet. আমি তাকে কবি বলে জানি বা চিনি বা লবণ. No, চিনি. Okay, আমি তাকে কবি বলে চিনি বা জানি. Okay, I know him to be a poet. Here a poet, noun phrase. You know, noun phrase. What is noun phrase? Adjective plus noun is called noun phrase. Okay, don't forget it. Please don't forget it. So this structure is very important for us to know, to keep in mind. Okay. And following this sentence, you will try to speak and you will try to make more sentences. By making sentences again and again, you will be able to learn, inshallah. There is no doubt in it. Very important structure for today, 79. Very important. Subject plus verb plus in plus month, year or season. Here month, not directly month. Month means January, February, March, April, May, June, July, August, September, October, November and December. Okay. And year. Year means 91, 1990, 1991, 1971. Okay. We achieved independence. We achieved independence in 1971. Okay. For example, month, year, season. Season means how many seasons in Bangladesh? 6 seasons. There are 6 seasons in Bangladesh. Number 1, first season, summer. Summer. Second season, rainy season. Sequentially, you should say sequentially. Okay. Next, rainy season. After rainy season, autumn. Yes, autumn. And next, late autumn. Okay. Mrito Abdul Kalam. Mrito Abdul Kalam. What will be in English? Mrito Abdul Kalam. Late Abdul Kalam. Usually you write in address. Okay. When you write your address at that time, Mrito Omuk, Mrito Tomuk. Okay, for example, late Omuk Tomuk, someone, somebody. Okay, thank you. Here, season, autumn, late autumn, and number 5 season, winter, and last one, spring. Okay, spring. Thank you very much for telling all the names of seasons. Okay, come in, listen. So when we use subject plus verb after in, month, I mean 12 months, year, I mean any year, and season, I mean 6 seasons. So subject plus verb plus in plus month or year or season. For example, he came in January. সে জানুয়ারি মাসে এসেছিল. You know, here subject came, here verb in plus p in, here preposition, and after in we have used the name of month. So he came in January. সে জানুয়ারি মাসে এসেছিল. And with year, you should make example. We achieved independence. Just here, we did not mention here after verb any object or adverb. Just we can use or not. We can use or not. Okay, here. We have achieved or we achieved. We achieved. Past indefinite tense. Example of past indefinite tense. When we use any year in a sentence, at that time that sentence was an example of past indefinite tense. Okay. So we achieved our independence in 1971. 1971 সালে আমরা স্বাধীনতা লাভ করেছি, অর্জন করেছি. Here season. For example, he went to Dhaka in spring, or he went to Dhaka in summer, okay, or autumn, any season. You can use any season, the name of any season, okay. You should keep in mind subject plus verb plus in plus month or year or season. Next structure, subject plus verb plus, what is the time now? Okay, subject plus verb plus in the, okay, Mim, you will remind me time. Subject plus verb plus in the plus morning plus oblique afternoon plus eve or evening. For example, you read in the morning. Here you subject read verb in the morning, in the, here in the, directly we have written in the, plus morning, directly morning. Morning means morning, like month, like year, not like season. Morning means morning. Morning, afternoon and evening when we use in the, okay, morning, afternoon and evening after in the, okay. So you read in the morning, তুমি সকালে পড়ো. Everybody we should study in the morning, because it is a very important time of reading, of studying. There is no doubt in it. Easily you can memorize in the morning if you read, okay. So you read in the morning, তুমি সকালে পড়ো. Next example, next structure and example, subject plus verb plus at dawn. Here dawn means morning, here noon দুপুর, dusk means evening সন্ধ্যা, night means রাত্রি, daylight means দিনের আলো, okay. When we use after here dawn, noon, dusk, okay, not dusk, here dust, not dusk, 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 okay. Dusk, evening, night, রাত্রি, daylight, দিনের আলো. For example, we took lunch in the morning. We took lunch at noon. Sorry, we took lunch at noon. আমরা দুপুরে খাবার খাই. We took lunch at noon. We have used here at. Lunch here, lunch object, okay, object, but we did not mention here object, but in example we mention, okay. We took lunch at noon. আমরা দুপুরে খাবার খাই. দুপুরের খাবারকেই বলা হয় লাঞ্চ, ওকে. dawn, work, dawn to dusk, সকাল থেকে সন্ধ্যা পর্যন্ত কাজ করো. noon, night, he came at night. daylight, he works at daylight, সে দিনের আলোতে কাজ করে. here daylight, night, dusk, noon, dawn. After at, you should use this kind of word, okay. Next example, next instruction example, subject plus verb plus object or adverb plus at plus time. Here time means the time of watch, okay. For example, he goes to school at 8 a.m. সে সকালে বিদ্যালয়ে যায়. Here we have used at, and here definite time, fixed time. Before definite time we should use preposition at or preposition by or preposition. Have you remembered 3 prepositions? No. Definite time, before definite time, before fixed time we use usually 3 prepositions, and one of them is at and another of them is by, and next one is before. Please don't forget it. Before fixed time, I mean time of watch, okay. So you can use by, you can use at, or you can use before, okay. Keep in mind. He goes to school at 8 a.m. Here, 8 a.m. time of watch. Okay. Next example, next structure, subject plus verb plus object oblique adverb plus at plus age. Here age means age, boyosh. It indicates boyosh. For example, he came here at 4. He came here at 4. সে এখানে এসেছিল 4 বছর বয়সে। Or you can use subject plus verb plus object or adverb plus at the age of plus age. We have mentioned 2 times age. Here age means number. Here age means age. Okay. Age means here age. Here age means number. Okay. Here age means age. Here age means number. For example, he came here at 4. সে 4 বছর বয়সে এখানে এসেছিল। And next example, he came here at the age of 4. Here age at the age of is undoubtedly phrase. Okay. At the age of 4. Here 4 means age, and at the age of undoubtedly it is a phrase. Okay. Usually we use 2 types of phrase. Some ready-made phrase, and some we use if we need. We make phrase. We make phrase sometimes. Okay. Sometimes we make phrase if necessary, and sometimes we use ready-made phrase. Okay. At the age of undoubtedly ready-made phrase. Okay. Sometimes we usually make our dress in 2 ways. Ready-made dress, ready-made. Another is you make and you buy ready-made. Okay. Thank you very much. So he came here at 4. সে 4 বছর বয়সে এখানে এসেছিল, but here he goes to school at 8. Don't stop. At 8 a.m. or 8 o'clock. Okay. You should mention a.m. or in the morning or in the afternoon. You must have to mention. Okay. So at the age of undoubtedly is a phrase, and at the age of is undoubtedly a ready-made phrase. Okay. So he came here at the age of 4. সে 4 বছর বয়সে এখানে এসেছিল। Okay. Next structure. Subject plus verb plus object or adverb plus at the time of. At the time of it is also a ready-made phrase. At the time of plus being plus object or adverb. For example, he came here at the time of playing. সে খেলার সময় এখানে এসেছিল। He here subject, came here verb, here adverb. At the time of undoubtedly is a ready-made phrase. At the time of, and playing here gerund noun or gerund verb. He came here at the time of playing. সে পড়ার সময়, খেলার সময় এখানে এসেছিল। He will not come at the time of reading. সে পড়ার সময় এখানে আসবে না, because he is a brilliant student. Okay. Thank you. And last one, subject plus verb plus subject or adverb plus on plus date. Here date. For example, he came here on 13 April 1999. 1999 সালের এপ্রিল মাসের 13 তারিখে সে এখানে এসেছিল। Here on, preposition on, and after one we have used date, even month, even year. Okay. We have used here comma. Okay. Okay. What is the time now? Okay. There are only 5 minutes in our hands. There are 5 minutes in our hands. I hope within 5 minutes we will be able to end our preposition. Okay, inshallah. Very easy to understand. Use of in spite of. You know, in spite of is an example of preposition. Is an example of. You know how many prepositions? How many kinds of prepositions? Preposition 8 kinds. No. Preposition is 6 kinds. And what are they? Simple or single preposition. Next, double preposition. Next, compound preposition. Next, phrase preposition. You know, here in spite of is an example of phrase or phrasal preposition. Phrase or phrasal preposition. Here phrase, undoubtedly in spite of phrase, because we do not see here any subject or verb, I mean finite verb. So undoubtedly this is a ready-made phrase. Sometimes we use ready-made phrase and sometimes we use such kinds of phrase we make. Okay, we make. After making we use some phrase, not ready-made. We have to make, then we have to use. Okay, and you will try to memorize when you get free time, when you are leisure, when you get free time, you will try to memorize ready-made phrase, idioms and phrase. Even you will try to memorize all kinds of phrasal verbs or prepositional verbs or group verbs. Okay, without group verbs we cannot speak properly, we cannot speak spontaneously, we cannot speak correctly, we cannot speak as we wish. Okay, so standard English, if you want to know standard English, you must have to know prepositional, or I mean group verbs, phrasal verbs or prepositional verbs or group verbs. Okay, so in spite of is an example of ready-made phrase. Okay, no, there is no doubt in it, ready-made phrase, and in spite of example of phrase preposition. Okay, number one simple preposition, number one single preposition, simple preposition, number two double preposition, and number three is compound preposition, number four is phrase preposition, and number five is what is gerund? No, participle preposition, not gerund. Participle preposition, and last one disguised or distinguished, disguised preposition. Okay. So undoubtedly in spite of is an example of ready-made phrase, and in spite of example of okay, no problem. In spite of is an example of phrasal preposition or phrase preposition. Okay, so to express a contrast between a phrase and a clause in a simple sentence. To express a contrast, here contrast means biporit. To express a contrast between a phrase and a clause in a simple sentence. একটি সিম্পল সেন্টেন্সের মধ্যে একটা ফ্রেজ এবং একটা ক্লজের মধ্যে যখন বৈপরীত্য তুলনা করা, প্রকাশ করা বোঝাবে, তখন ইউ শুড ইউজ ইন স্পাইট অফ, and instead of in spite we can use what do you use in despite. Thank you very much for telling me, thank you so much. In spite of or despite, here despite no phrase, despite is a word, only word, and in spite of undoubtedly is a phrase and ready-made phrase. Okay, to express a contrast between a phrase and a clause in a simple sentence. For example, in spite of his illness, তার অসুস্থতা সত্ত্বেও he went to school, সে বিদ্যালয়ে গিয়েছিল. In spite of being ill, in spite of being, you can use gerund, you can use after of gerund. In spite of being ill, if you use gerund, after that you should use adjective. In spite of being ill, not illness. In spite of being ill, অসুস্থ হওয়া সত্ত্বেও he went to school. In spite of having money, or in spite of money, you can use after in spite of only word or adjective, I mean pronominal adjective. In spite of my illness, or in spite of his illness. Okay, or in spite of going there. After in spite of you can use be verb, I mean gerund being. In spite of being ill, or in spite of having, you should use in spite of having. After having you should use noun. In spite of money, or in spite of having money, he leads a poor life. Okay, in spite of, okay, shut down the door. Okay, close the door. What is the time? Tell me, what is the time? What is the time? So in spite of his illness, তার অসুস্থতার সাথে time is over. Okay, everybody, as time is over, we cannot continue our class more. Okay, so everybody, especially those who are girls, you will try to use mask. Okay. Okay. Okay, no problem. Okay, everybody, thank you again for coming in time. And next Friday, even next Saturday, or even next Thursday, Friday and Saturday, you are getting opportunities, you are getting chance, okay, to say something. Okay, sometimes I will call you to give your speech only 1 minute, only 1 minute, or only a minute. You will give your short speech. Next time you will be ready, everyone, you will try to be ready. At least 1 minute you will try to say in front of us. So from today I am declaring you for 1 minute every Thursday or every Friday or every Saturday, inshallah. Thank you everyone. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.